The act of surrender. This is huge. And I am going to put it out. I was a little hesitant. It was a talk that I did for a summit for one of my courses, actually, a few years back. And I was terrified because I was terrified of being on camera at the time and just being vulnerable and sharing just a little bit about my personal story, my human story that's led into my divine one. And I can tell you that as much as you hear that word surrender, it does not mean giving up. I really thought that it did for so long. I pictured waving the white flag. I give up. But it means quite the opposite. It means you have the strength and the faith to just let go. And to know that what's coming next is going to be at the highest and best for you. And if you're in a good vibration and a positive vibe and you're doing this from a loving space, it will have beautiful, positive, loving results. So the surrender is a big portion of it. But the part that I learned that I was still kind of testing the universe on a little bit was the faith behind the surrender. I wanted to, I was kind of okay. No, I was okay with surrendering, but I wanted to know what was next, right? I wanted to have a little bit of control still in my mind of what was to come. The minute I let that go, the minute I actually gave into the full act of surrendering and having faith that something really good would follow, it was a whole different game, whole different result. And I can't encourage this more, but it does take a lot of strength to do. And it can feel a little bit scary. And as I've said to you before, if we turn that fear into excitement, it's a different vibration, the other end of the spectrum, and you're not alone. So yeah, surrender is actually quite empowering, and it's the opposite of giving up. It's totally 100% about seeing what's happened when you do, when you give in to you and stop fighting the only person that you're actually ultimately fighting, which is you. So I look forward to seeing what this feels like and how you receive it. And in case you forget any of this, I will be here to remind you.